So guys, if y'all see that I'm a little shorter today, I lowered my seat. See, yeah, I lowered that shit. But today, I got something that I usually don't like. I don't know if y'all can hear that, but it's fucking going crazy outside. And the thing is, it was just bright and sunny. It was just like 90 degrees. I don't understand. As Kentucky weather, I don't understand. Two scary horror stories animated. It's about 11 minutes. Let's hop into it.
My daughter's been trying to warn me for weeks. I really should have listened. Daddy? I think there's a monster in the attic. I gave my daughter a tired smile. It was the best I could do at this point. She'd been doing this for weeks now. Every night I'd come and tuck her in, switch the nightlight on and kiss her goodnight. When she would pull the blanket tight under her chin and tell me about the monster living in the attic of our house. Eyes wide, lips quivering. She would shake her little head furiously and insist that she could not...
Bro, that is not me. I don't care. I am afraid of monsters, demons, and all that. So if my kid tells me, hey, Dad, there's a monster up there, we're moving. We're burning the whole house. I will pay for it.
Into the home, all of a sudden we saw smoke and flames coming from that house. They repeatedly tried to talk him out of the burning.
I will pay for it. Please, let's leave.
Possibly go to sleep until I got up and checked. It wouldn't matter how much I tell her that it's all just in her head, and that monsters aren't real. If I don't check the attic, she'd wake up screaming and crying just past midnight, every single time. It's not like her fears were completely baseless, as we had all been hearing odd skittering noises coming from up there at night.
So why don't you check it?
No monsters that light-footed. Please, Daddy, could you go and check? She whispered, afraid that the thing upstairs would eavesdrop and get mad at her request. Okay, I replied. There was no harm in indulging this little quirk of hers for at least a little longer. After all, the day when she would stop asking me to check for monsters and slam the door shut in my face wasn't all that far away.
Oh, why would you say that? Like, you put me in such an uncomfortable situation.
I just wished it wasn't the attic, though. Why can't the damn thing live in her closet like a normal monster? Like a bored robot carrying out its daily task, I trudged out of her room, yawning as I reached the attic door, before sliding the ladder down and climbing up, one rickety rung at a time. I popped my head into the cramped space, slipped my phone out of my pocket and turned on its flashlight. Motes of dust shivered in the pale glow.
And I don't know what phone he got, but I know when I turned my phone flashlight on, beam, my motherfucker. It's like a fucking lamp. Not even a lamp. Hold on, how do I say it? Spotlight. That's what it is. Motherfucker big as hell. I'm like, damn.
Cast by the phone, which illuminated the attic. Cardboard boxes covered in tattered rags. My wife's old easel and some broken furniture filled up the tiny attic. But no monsters. All right, honey, I said after coming back down to my daughter's room. I have checked. No monsters again tonight. Maybe we'll find them tomorrow. She grinned, relieved.
I know y'all can hear this. I know my phone probably won't pick it up, but the camera won't pick it up, but it's like someone's throwing rocks at my house.
Thank you, Daddy. Good night, love. Good night. Groaning and rubbing the crick in my neck, I entered our bedroom and plopped down on the bed belly first, mushing my face into the pillow. Is Daddy back from fighting monsters? My wife asked, slight mirth dancing in her tired voice.
Yes, I take side-eye pictures and send them as snaps. What are you gonna do about it? Okay?
I grunted. Yep. Kicked its little ass and sent it scurrying back to hell. She chuckled, and then turned over to the other side, her back facing me. I shut my eyes and got ready to go to sleep, when I was rudely interrupted by the critters in the attic skittering around like kids hopped up on candy. Freaking bastards with their little rat paws slapping against the wooden flooring of the attic. Babe, you really need to get rid of those rats. I nodded, then realized she couldn't see me. Yeah, tomorrow. She sighed and shrugged her shoulders.
It's kind of bad, though. But these two can kill with their fucking chins. I mean, look at my chin. I can't be talking. But these two, look how fucking sharp it is. Like, if you're under them and they go like that, they're like the fucking things on Mario that slam down on your head when you walk under them. Like, oh no! That shit's so fucking crazy. Sharp as heads.
Soon her breathing slowed down as she fell asleep. I wanted to follow her into the dream world, but my stiff neck wouldn't allow me to do so. I tossed and turned, before finally realizing I'd have to lie on my back if I were to have any shot at catching some sleep. And I hated doing that.
Lemonade.
I hadn't slept on my back in ages, but the ache in my neck forced me. And then that damn skittering again. Heck. I rubbed my forehead, wiggled my shoulders, and opened my eyes. And saw who? No. What had been making that noise for all those weeks? Up on the ceiling I spotted a figure. White, but hidden by the dark. I froze. What the heck? It shifted. And there was that sound again. Like claws scratching wood. My heart beat faster and my body erupted in sweat. What the heck? What the heck? Hands trembling. I reached for my phone and gently swung it around, shining the light on the figure on the ceiling. The light fell upon a face. Old, wrinkled, framed by matted locks of white hair that flowed down like the aerial roots of an ancient tree. It was an old woman.
Hell no.
Dressed in white, leering down at me, her fingers digging into the wood of the ceiling. I gasped, and the grinning woman turned and crawled out of the room.
Bro, oh my fucking god. That just sent a fucking chill down my spine. No! 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 I told you to burn the house! I told you to! Hell no, bro. I agree with him, though. I would be scared. Very fucking scared. Like, I would, no, like, in that situation, I would probably die of a panic attack. Because when I get scared, nigga, it's like, boom. Like, you know how people's hearts beat fast? Mine doesn't beat at all. And I can't breathe, and I look around, and then, no, nigga. No, I will die from looking at that ugly-ass fiend.
Moving across the ceiling like a messed up Spider Woman, before disappearing into the hallway outside.
I'm gonna keep looking back, too.
I jumped out of the bed and ran out into the hallway, letting my eyes scan each and every inch of the walls outside. But there was no one there.
Your daughter,
it was like
nigga.
She disappeared. I would have almost believed that I dreamt it all up if I hadn't noticed the long claw marks on the ceiling and felt my stomach drop. And that's when I finally understood that for all those weeks that we had been hearing those sounds, it wasn't some rats skittering around. It was that woman, looking down at our sleeping bodies, watching, grinning.
How do you reach the top of search results? Increase your website's
I might have to get
visibility
YouTube
through the
Premium.
SEM.
No.
I'm from the Netherlands, and last
Dispose of that house. Please. Please.
year, my friends and I were having a party. I use the word party very loosely. It was just a few
Speak up!
dudes getting drunk at one of our friends' places. His family's rich.
Hold
Lived in
on.
like
I don't know if y'all can hear this or not. I don't know. His family is rich. I might put on
a
captions.
spike, and had a house with a good-sized garden. So when we were hanging at this guy's place, we always had a blast. Eric, the guy whose place we were hanging at, suggested that we explore the deep web together. He had downloaded Tor and had been looking around on it for the past couple of days, and figured it would be fun, just for laughs. Most of us hadn't even heard of the deep web before, so when he explained to us what it was, our drunken asses were totally in. So he shows us all of the common sites that you've probably heard of. After a while, we started going off-road and looking for some obscure, crazy things. We found people selling drugs, a bunch of those hitmen services which looked pretty fake, even a site where you could have a box full of actual shit mailed to someone. That one was particularly funny at the time. Still sort of is. We came across a site.
Why is he smiling? Like, are you excited to see this? No, I'm asking you.
Yo, he know too much.
Or matter of fact, the people, is he excited to see shit in a box? Are you okay? Are you okay? I need to know. I need to know. I need to know. If you have some weird obsession with shit in boxes, go for it. But leave me out of it. Over. Why is he smiling like that? It fucking pissed me off.
In Dutch, that was selling animals. Not crazy, exotic animals, but like cats and dogs. Okay, that's pretty weird. Why would you need to be selling such normal pets on the deep web?
They're cut up. Watch.
We were about to click off and find something more interesting when a chat box popped up on the screen, asking us what sort of animal we were looking for and if we needed any help. Drunk off our asses, we decided to play along with this random guy who must have run the site. And since he sold dogs, we typed to him in English, "Can you send a bunch of bitches around to my place ASAP?" Our country is highly proficient in English, so he definitely understood our innuendo. He told us to stop wasting his time and to get off the site. We decided to ask a legitimate question. Why are you selling cats and dogs on the deep web? The guy's response really surprised us, as we didn't see it coming. He told us that all of the pets for sale on the site were stolen from their previous owners and then sold on for profit. The guys behind the site would go around to people's houses, wait for their dogs to be let out into the yard, steal their designer pets,
Not the
and then sell them
pug.
at a major discount. We asked him why he did it, and he said it was surprisingly lucrative. Since some breeds can be really expensive and sought after, there was a lot of demand. They also stole cats, which he said were much easier to get a hold of.
I don't know how cats are easier to get a hold of. Okay, funny story. I wear glasses partially because of a cat. Because back in elementary school, this is what happened. I lived with my granny in like a trailer out in the country, and the fucking cat got out. So my granny made me go out there, find the fucking cat, bring it back in, right? Long story short, I found the cat, picked it up. She took her fucking claw to my fucking eye, like this. Like my eye was open. She took it right across. I don't know if it's there no more. Probably not. But I remember, and I started bleeding. And you know the first instinct of little me was, I took the cat by its neck and I threw it in a cooler filled with water. But the cat didn't die though. That was some demonic ass cat. Like, she been ran through by other cats, and like, come on, bro. She did the most. I low-key hated her.
Since owners kept much less of an eye on them. What was our response to this? Well, we were drunk, so we started calling him an arsehole. He didn't respond well to this, calling us pussies and saying we'd never say such a thing to his face. He wasn't eloquent or anything. He just typed like some sort of thug. At one point, Eric, who was typing, was saying that if the guy had any pets of his own, he would realize how messed up what he was doing was. And that he'd fuck up anyone he caught trying to steal his cat. There was a slight pause before the guy simply replied, "Okay, I'm coming to get it, and you won't catch me."
Coming to get what?
Bullshit, we all thought. Firstly, what are the frigging odds that this jerk-off would ever do anything? On top of that, what are the odds that he even lives close by enough for it to be worth his while? So we figured, screw it. We kept berating him and...
That's the problem. Don't fuck with people on the internet, dude. Especially if you know they're crazy. Like, old black dude in the back, raised eyebrow nigga, say something. You don't do that. Do you want to die? Okay. He obviously wants to be in somebody's bio.
After a while, he stopped responding with his empty threats, and just went silent. We kept typing, but since he wasn't responding anymore, we got bored quickly. A week or so passed, and I get a call from Eric that chilled me to the damn bone. Turns out that the guy's threats weren't so empty after all. His mum had gone to let the family cat, Cubus, into the house the night before, but it was nowhere to be seen. She figured that it just wanted to stay out for the night, so the family went to bed and thought no more about it. The next morning, when she opened the front door, right there on the doorstep...
If I gave you $25,000 today, what would you do?
Leave me alone. I don't know how it's easy to steal a cat, because they're like, I wouldn't say fast, but like they're like slimy and like slippery. It's like, I don't know any cat that is owned by a person that doesn't run away from like a new person they never seen before. Or it's maybe because I got a weird face.
Was Cubus, almost totally skinned. It may have taken them a while longer to realize that the bloody mess was their cat, had the skin and fur of the tail not been left on as to help them identify it. The guy must have traced Eric's IP address, located his house, waited to find out which cat was his, and then caught it when no one else was watching. Maybe he was planning on stealing it, but figured that the breed wasn't worth taking, so he'd just send a message instead. We also don't know whether he really parents are close by, or got someone else to do his dirty work. The thought of him living close by is pretty horrifying, as is the thought that he was watching Eric's house, or at least someone was. We didn't fully realize who we were messing with. Sorry, Cubus.
Why would you do that? Why would you fucking do it? That's the end of the video. I ain't got no more words to say after he just did that shit. Yeah, goodbye, y'all. Have a blessed day. Turn this shit off.